Hey guys, it's me David and welcome to the first week of building Mandalore, guys. I know it's a long time coming. I announced this MOC back in April of 2019. Here it is July, so it's been a couple months. I understand, but as you guys know, if you've been following the YouTube channel, I moved out of my old apartment where I built Crate, and now that I finally have settled in my new house with my girlfriend Meredith, we finally got things together, and as you can see behind me, I've brought the good old ping pong table back as well to build Mandalore on. So I'm so excited. I'm very excited to also announce that just like Kashyyyk, building Mandalore will be every Friday, and conveniently next Friday there won't be a Mandalore because I'm going to Brix, Virginia. So if you are on the eastern coast of the United States and you are free of, I think it's August like 3rd or 4th or something like that, but I'll link it below, brickfair.com. If you're in the Washington DC area, you have possibly the chance, then definitely go to Brick Fair because I'll be bringing Crate, my last MOC, to Brick Fair, and that will be the last time anybody will ever see it because literally right after the show on that Sunday when the Brick Fair convention ends, I'll be destroying Crate for the MOC behind me, Mandalore. Speaking of destroying, that's what we're actually going to be doing in this segment. I'm going to show you guys my design plans of Mandalore at the end, but before that, we have to destroy Kashyyyk. I know it's a long time coming. If you guys didn't know, I didn't actually destroy Kashyyyk, at least all of it. The big mountain part with all the base behind it, that still has been in storage for the last 4 years, believe it or not, as well as the Kashyyyk trees. And so in this segment, we're going to finally destroy that because I need the parts to build Mandalore behind me. So Meredith is going to come in, my girlfriend Meredith is going to come in and help me out, and we're going to sort and break down Kashyyyk. So that is the first week, which is basically sorting and planning Mandalore, sorting all the Lego that I already have from Kashyyyk. Next week, and hence why there won't be an episode next week, is because I'm going to be at Brix, Virginia, destroy Crate, sort Crate, and then when we come back for week 2 weeks from now, on I think it's like the second Friday of August, when we come back, not only will Kashyyyk be broken down, but we'll also have the parts from Crate. So that's the great advantage with having these two MOCs be torn apart. Both of them are combined probably 200,000 pieces. That's 200,000 pieces I can use for Mandalore. Now, I've never been a big fan of destroying my MOCs, but this is something that I had to do. So we'll be returning after this week 1, 2 weeks from now. And then from there on out, every Friday until this MOC is finished, I'm not in school anymore. I've graduated college, so there's no reason why I can't get Mandalore out every single Friday after Brick Fair. So I'm very excited to also announce that. So without ado, guys, we'll go ahead and jump into this first week where you'll see that we destroy Kashyyyk. So without ado, let's take a look. Okay, guys, we're moving Kashyyyk. I got Meredith here helping me out. She's not too thrilled.
It's 10 p.m.
So, yeah, it's late right now. But here is Kashyyyk, and
we're doing it.
We're doing it. We're going to take it out and see exactly what it looks like. It's probably pretty broken, but this is the first time you're going to get to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited
You
to
excited?
see it all broken and sad looking.
I know, right?
I'm actually really upset.
But I mean, hey, here's Crate. This is the Crate wall right here. You know, we have some other Crate sections, so it's not all doom and gloom in this garage. So yeah, we get to finally open this bad boy up. This hasn't been opened for 3 years now. Did I blind you?
Can't see.
All right.
That means I can't help you with Kashyyyk.
So the way this Crate,
Oh my gosh.
I know. The way it's designed
jokes.
is it's not a slidable door. You actually have just screws here, 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 and here. I think there's 6. Yeah, there's 6 screws holding it in. I hope this doesn't crush my feet.
Do you want me to hold it?
No. Well, just be ready when I take the door off. Just get the whole thing in. Alright. There we go. Let's see what's inside. Wow.
What?
It's still pretty much together. That's pretty shocking, or at least that's what it looks like so far.
There's some broken bricks down there.
I apologize for the lack of light in here.
It is our garage.
All right. Well, we're gonna take it out of here and put it in the hallway and see. Well, let's see if we can even get it out of here first. All right. So we got it out. You want to do the honors of? I think I shrink wrapped it and also bubble wrapped it.
What?
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
No, that's okay.
Gosh. It's very well put together.
Well, thank you.
It's been 3 years and she's still kicking.
It's actually I could have sworn the base plates like came off, but from what it looks like, it's still together. Yeah, wow. The whole thing, at least the front was, it looks
the
completely...
back is still surprisingly well put together as well.
It's still together. It's still possible to put Kashyyyk back together.
And here we are, taking it apart.
Oh, man.
Ow!
Good God. Oh, my God.
So heavy. Oh my God.
Okay, like lay down on the side. Or,
This?
other side. Back side. Alright, it's destroyed.
Ow!
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is what happened. Like I predicted, the base plates did come off the bottom. This whole section came apart. This thing weighed a ton.
You were carrying the light side.
I know.
I had all that.
This is probably the heavier side, actually. I should have gotten that, sorry.
So thank you.
You're
fine.
But yeah. And then here's our little trail of Lego. Yeah, Trail of Tears. And here's Kashyyyk. Here's what happened. All the base plates just fell off. Which is kind of what I predicted would happen. This crate is now fully empty. No idea what I'm going to do with this. Yeah. But I'll probably put the door back on and probably put it in the corner of the garage right there. So let's get to taking Kashyyyk apart now. Alright guys, so we have brought the remains of Kashyyyk in. And then we also put everything that was left in the garage. That is here and all of this. So what we're going to do is take this apart in sections, I think, and we'll put it in this bin, and I'll probably get another bin. But here's the last look at kind of Kashyyyk, kind of still put together. It's pretty tank-like built. What do you think, Meredith?
How are you gonna take this apart?
I mean, you never got to see it when it was like put together, but what do you think?
That's really cool. I kind of wish I saw like the prettier greener part.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool.
Yeah, no, but the trees are still together.
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
I saw those downstairs. But that is a lot of mountain work. And during crate, you literally complained about mountain work.
Oh, look, this is about to come apart right here. You can see it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna take apart next. But,
okay.
Yeah. What? Okay. Can it? I don't know if it can come apart.
Well. Yep. We did it.
All right. Well. Oh man, look at all my LED lights are still on there. Shout out to Brix stuff. This stuff has lasted all this time. Alrighty. Well, there we go, guys. Alright, so let's flip this baby over.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
Jesus. I don't know if my microphone picked that up, but that was like...
That was super
that
loud.
Shook the house.
Wow. That's all. What just happened? Oh.
There we go. Last bit of Kashyyyk that remains.
Here, you can film. I am awful. I'm worse than Dylan, I think.
Alright, well, here we go, guys. I'm going to take the rest of this apart. Last look at Kashyyyk. Just want to verify with everybody. It's all genuine Lego in here. Look at all those wonderful, colorful pieces buried in the inside. Jeez, that was loud, though.
That was crazy. That was scary.
Alright guys, so as you can see, Meredith and I have both completely demolished the mountain of Kashyyyk now. Not completely, but have put it into bins. And you can see that this is what's left. All of that work from years upon years upon years has finally been destroyed. So, end of an era, unfortunately. But now we're going to start, I don't know if we're going to get it all done, but we're going to start sorting this out by colors, by bricks, by type of brick. So it's going to take us a bit, but this is the whole purpose of this wall right here, is so that we can use these bins, and I actually have some extras right here, as well as these clear shoebox bins that I was showing in my Ultimate Lego Room videos, how these have a purpose in terms of sorting all of this. And even after all of this, there's still this part of Kashyyyk right here that remains, as well as some other things like crate that will also have to be demolished and parted out. But we're going to start with this and see how it goes. So without ado, let's jump into time lapse, guys. Okay guys, so me and Meredith have been working pretty hard now on sorting through all of Kashyyyk. You can kind of see this is our progress so far. And we've barely made a dent. Like, barely. Like, we went through like this bin and this bin, we're only like halfway through, and as you can see, there's still a ton left to do. So we're going to be working on this for about probably the next week or so. Pretty good progress so far. I mean, there's also this down here, all these colorful bricks, and we actually need to sort out the gray bricks. And these are newer bricks right here. And we also have tons of dark gray. This is probably going to fill up at least 7 or 8 of these bins. And then here's just pure brick and a bunch of these black. I mean, they're like brand new basically. They're nice and shiny. I forgot that Kashyyyk, basically, I made it with entirely brand new Lego. So because it's been preserved in that crate, everything here is pretty much like brand new, as if I bought it off Bricklink. So yeah, I'm going to continue taking Kashyyyk apart and filling this wall right here full of parts from both Kashyyyk and also crate, and we'll talk about that here at the end. A couple more things I want to show, so let's take a look at that. Last thing I want to show is all of the Mandalore sets that I have. So I actually have all 3 Mandalore or Mandalorian based Clone Wars sets right here. So we have the Mandalorian Speeder, the Mandalorian Battle Pack, and Priest Vizsla's Mandalorian Fighter. So I have the whole collection right here. Almost all of these are brand new. A couple of these battle packs are open because I think I took them out for some parts, but I've kept these over the years, and what's crazy is that I have 6, that's right, 6 brand new Pre-Vizsla Starfighters, which I didn't even plan on making a Mandalore MOC. I think I got them because they were just super duper cheap. I think they originally retailed for like $50. I think I picked them up for like $20 each. And I just never sold them, which is a good thing. I actually found them during a live stream I did earlier this week, which is going through my entire old Lego collection. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that down below. But as you can see, we have a great start for sets for Mandalore, so we're definitely off to a great start in that regard. The other thing I just want to show is I do have base plates. I have about like half the base plates I need right now. The other half will come from crate, as well as continue to take apart Kashyyyk over here. And there's also some base plates like on that also I can use as well. Alright guys, so taking a look at the plans for Mandalore, I'm sure this is what a lot of you have been waiting to see, is exactly what have I been thinking in terms of what this MOC will look like. So just like before, Kashyyyk, Scarif, Crate, and now Mandalore, I'm doing the same type of thing where I'm planning out my MOC by printing out this piece of paper and visualizing how the MOC will look on basically what I think the table size is, which of course is the ping pong table, and then I lay it out with how many base plates can fit on that, which is 4x7 gray base plates, so that's 28 base plates right here. And then of course this is version 1 of Building Mandalore. I have a couple other versions I'll show you in just a second. So this is kind of the rough draft, and if you can't already tell, the way this is the MOC is facing right now is on the wide end rather than the end. So just like Crate, you had the whole MOC going vertical, as well as Kashyyyk going vertical. This is wide, horizontal version of having the front side on the wide end. So this is something I've always wanted to do. I wanted to do it with Crate, but unfortunately a lot of you voted that it shouldn't, and ultimately it probably was the best decision. But with Mandalore, I'm really leaning towards doing this. So right now you're looking at, what are you looking at? So if we take a look at this picture right here, this will help with things. This is actually a concept image of the courtyard of Mandalore, which is what I'm specifically making. So if we zoom in here, you can see that these yellow or tan like kind of tree areas are what I've marked with this, and these little platforms here are these 3 things right here. These little outlier levels are like these right here, and of course the stairs are kind of like these right here. Again, rough draft, but it should give you an idea of where I'm headed with this MOC. So as you can tell, it's rough. I didn't really finish this, so that's version 1, but let's keep moving on. So if we move on to version 2, like I said just a second ago, with my previous MOCs, I had always built them vertically or from the smaller end. So this is how I did this version 2, which is built, it's built this way. So if we're looking at this picture again here, these like images of the squares and shapes, that's what these are right here. These parts right here are the tan barriers, and you can see it's kind of squished right now by doing it vertical like this, or long ways. It gets squished pretty quickly, and I've kind of shown that basically I can only do 3 levels on the outside. So you have level 1 right here. Let me show that the bottom courtyard area. This is level 1, this is level 2, and this is level 3. Level 4 is considered this top area. So this area right here is level 4. But as you can see on my little diagram here, there is no level 4 because it cuts off by this point right here. So taking a look back at it, what I have is, again, I still have the kind of extended platforms here, which is a first. I think that'll be really interesting to actually extend the MOC off the table for the first time and have like gunships and all kinds of battle going on those platforms. So that would be an exciting thing in my opinion. Now, as you can see, I have my staircases here and here, just like as it is in the picture right here, kind of coming up here. You also see that there's this very big mural right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is right here. This kind of areas where this mural would be, and then you see there's more staircases going up to this big citadel wall, and then there's this little area where Pre-Vizsla and Duchess of Tea and all of them kind of look upon all the people in the courtyard. So that would be against this wall right here. Now, moving back upwards, this is where things get tricky. So if we're looking at this whole picture again here, you'll see there's this big wall here. So I've cut it off here. So there's about 8 base plates left. So you have what I'm thinking a palace up in this top tier area. So that's where this little square or rectangle is. And then what I've outlined here, this kind of weird shape, kind of like a circular shape in the middle, would be one giant room. Not exactly sure what that would be, but who knows. And then I got room 1, 2, 3, and 4. So different rooms on each side could be different things. So that is version 2. Now, version 3, this is basically this is what I went from this to this. You can see there's a major change in terms of actual what has happened here, a lot of design changes. So first off, I'm really leaning towards this because I can really widen the courtyard area to the point where I can get level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. So again, going back to these end parts right here. So here are 4 levels, and you can see this top area would be represented right here. And so what I would do with this open top area is actually have ships on each side. So you'd have the Mandalorian Darth Maul starfighters, so the evil ones here, and the good fighters, so the good Mandalorian fighters, as well as the gunships and the drop ships would be on this side. And then in the middle would be this huge chaotic fight. So that would be awesome. And then these little columns are like these little columns right here. You can kind of see them, but they're kind of represented by this. I know it's a little confusing, but basically the gray part is floor number 1, and then all of the black outline is elevated floors. So anything that's gray, so that being the bottom floor, that is the actual bottom of the MOC. And then everything black on this paper is elevated parts. So you'll see I have my staircases here and here, and then the staircase leading up here. And so what I've done with the palace, instead of making it small rectangle, I've actually cut it in half and made it a wide area. So you're just getting half the palace, but it's going to be much, much bigger. Now, the other idea is that instead of having 4 little rooms, is that I'll have hangar 1 and hangar 2. So what I'm thinking is that we'll have one hangar being like a Mandalorian, like they're actually like the Darth Maul Mandalorians are preparing for battle, and that's what this is hangar. And then this hangar is what the Republic forces and the good Mandalorians invade into. Is there's a battle going on this. So I like the idea of these humongous, like, giant hangars on each side, with the palace being in the middle on the back side of the MOC. So this is my vote for a design, but I still want you guys to also have a vote in this. So what do you think, version 2 or version 3? My pick is version 3. I've always wanted to do a MOC wide angle rather than vertically, or I've always wanted to do a MOC horizontally, where the front is the horizontal side rather than the MOC being the vertical going this way. So, or long ways, however you want to consider it. So this is my pick. Hopefully you can kind of understand, again, these shapes right here are the courtyard shapes right here. The mural would be here, and then again behind this wall is the palace. It'll make a little bit more sense once we actually lay out base plates in the next week or two, and actually I'll outline exactly all of this stuff that I have here. These X's, by the way, these things are, if we look at the picture again, that's what these top things are right here. These things right here represent the X's. So a little confusing, but I hope you guys understand exactly what I'm going for here with Mandalore. So also, if you guys want me to, I'll probably leave a picture of this below if you want to take a look at that as well. All right, so that's gonna be it, guys. We'll go ahead and head out to the end of the video. All right, guys, what did you think? That was week 1. It's pretty sad to see Kashyyyk go, I know. When I was breaking it apart and slamming it on the ground, I was just like, oh man, 2 years of my life just slammed on the ground. It hit me pretty hard. You guys know that I built Kashyyyk from 2013 to 2015 when I was in high school, so I have a pretty good amount of fond memories of just working endless hours. You know, I probably put thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of hours into that MOC. So it hurt a little bit to take it apart, but ultimately knowing where those parts will go for Mandalore, and now that you've seen kind of how big this MOC is going to be, I think it'll be worth it. Now, in terms of timeline, I never write with this. You guys know from Kashyyyk, I took 2 years, Scarif took 6 months, Crate took just under a year. With Mandalore, I am really going to try to push this and actually say that we can get it done in like 4 to 5, pushing at 6 months. So basically by the end of the year, I hope to have this done. By the time Rise of Skywalker episode 9 comes out, I hope to have the MOC behind me done. That's the game plan, that's the goal. Now, I just also want to remind you, not next Friday, but the Friday after that is when week 2 will happen. By then, we'll have most of Kashyyyk sorted out and taken apart, and then we'll also be going through the parts of Crate. And then hopefully also by then, I'll lay out, in week 2, I'll lay out all the base plates, and I'll start building some areas where you guys can visualize just exactly where everything on the ping pong table behind me will be. So I know a lot of you wanted to visualize and see it in this segment. Fortunately, I need the ping pong table. Meredith and I both need the ping pong table to sort through all of this Lego. It's literally thousands upon thousands of pieces that we're having to take apart and sort through. And then you guys know the wall from my Ultimate Lego room. You'll know that, you know, I've put together this big wall of bins, and that is what I'm utilizing to sort through all of this Lego. So it's going to take some time. That's why I need the extra week, and I also don't want to spend another week showing you guys sorting, because I know that can get a little tedious. Well, I wouldn't say tedious, but just it gets boring. So that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you guys not next week, but the following week after that. If you have the chance, if you're on the eastern coast of the United States and can drive up to DC, Washington, DC, definitely come to Brick Fair, Virginia. I'll leave a link down below. It's just brickfair.com. If you want to come to the convention, it'll be the last time, again, Crate will be seen. It'll be the only time it's ever been seen in public, and it'll be the last time it's been seen in public. So if you have the chance, come out and see me. I'll be there all weekend. By all means, come up and say hi. I'm more than welcome to, you know, take pictures, or if you want me to sign something or anything like that is totally fine. So please, by all means, come up and talk to me. You know, what do you think of Crate and all that? By all means, do that. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the week 2. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye.